For this edition of Thursday's Thoughts, I was going to take a minute and just talk about America. Not so much current events or politics, but just kind of America, past, present, and future. Now, when the Founding Fathers created America, they wrote the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence and all that stuff in a very broad manner. And it was a very smart thing to do because it leaves it open for interpretation for later generations to deal with. Our Founding Fathers were very smart men, and there's a few things that they weren't. They weren't gods. They weren't anything other than normal, everyday business types who were most interested in making money. And I'm kind of going off here, but America, dare I say, America is a byproduct of the Founding Fathers trying to make money. They got here, we set up shop, making money, doing what they can do, and then the British come through and want some of that money, and they were like, no. So they came up with an idea and founded the United States of America, kicked the British out, and then they were free to make money as they saw fit. They were smart men. They knew the best way to make money is to have happy customers, and the best way to have happy customers is to have customers who are not oppressed. So that's what they did. They came up with what we have now, and they made money. And that's just that's just my view of things. You can disagree with it all you want, but that's just my overall view on the situation. Now, when they wrote it originally, it really only applied to land-owning white men. That's who America belonged to in the beginning. It didn't belong to everybody. Women's, non-whites, and poor people weren't exactly represented in their local government. Now, I'm not saying they weren't free or they couldn't do whatever it is they wanted to do, but the voice in their local government, and then the bigger government were just the white landowning men. And it's not like they wanted to be a member of the government. They're the ones that had the say. Now you fast forward to today, and you have a lot more people that are involved in government. There's a lot more voices out there to be heard. The only thing that's going to keep you from having a say in your government as far as voting is concerned is your age and if you're a convicted felon. If you're under 18, you can't vote. If you're a convicted felon, you can't vote. But other than that, you can get involved with your local government. And even on those counts, you can still get involved in your local government. You just can't vote. And it doesn't matter gender, it doesn't matter age, none of that really matters. You can get involved and be an activist and get involved with your local government on any level, really. So that's where we're at currently. From the time that we started America until today, what we have done is expanded the freedoms of Americans to all people. Now, it's not to say there aren't discriminatory laws, or we're not free to do any and everything that we want to do, but there's definitely a lot more freedom for a lot more people than there was in 1800, 1900, 1950, all of those olden days, so to speak. Now, for me, the future of America is to continue to broaden these freedoms, make things easier and better for everyone. Don't limit it to those few. you know? And I'm talking about government here. I'm talking about the freedoms given to everybody. Make sure everybody has an equal voice. Make sure everybody has those freedoms, you know? I'm not going to talk about specific topics or anything, but we should be in the business. Our government, our country, our people, our population should be in the business of expanding freedoms to more and more people. It should not be limiting or taking away freedoms that we've already earned. We should be creating more and more freedoms as we go. We have the ability. We have so much right now that it shouldn't be an issue whatsoever. So that's just my take on America, past, present, and future. We started out with the freedoms for a few. We've expanded to freedoms of all, or the majority of all. And we should continue to work on giving those freedoms to future generations more and more. You know, if we truly are going to be the land of the free, then everybody should have access to that freedom, not just the land owning white males.